At the beginning of the film, a girl is shown working in the field, collecting cotton for an Indian company. They were manufacturing denim trousers on site, and a young woman was also gainfully employed at the same establishment. The Indian corporation swiftly produced jeans and dispatched them to this company. It was a prestigious and widely recognized brand that many patrons favored. The worker was delighted to see the pants, as she found them to be particularly appealing. These jeans were of such superior quality that they could be worn by anyone, regardless of their size or shape, be it slender or full-figured. A lady named Libby came to the store in search of employment opportunities, and upon meeting the manager, she expressed her deep admiration for the brand and her desire to work there. The manager offered her a position and provided her with a few forms to complete, informing her that she could begin her new role that very evening. Libby was overjoyed to have secured a job at her preferred company. Meanwhile, in another section of the establishment, the stockroom was revealed, where the inventory of jeans was carefully arranged and stored. There was a strange thing that the jeans were moving, and the boy says after seeing Libby, "The clothes you are wearing are not suitable for this place, because tonight there is a visit of the company owner in our store and he wants his workers to wear his brand clothes." Libby buys few clothes for herself to wear from there, but two girls arrive when she moves to change clothes in washroom. They were also workers here, but Libby hides after seeing them. One of the girls brings jeans from the stockroom and says to her coworker, "I like this jeans and I am going to wear it." The other worker asks, "Are you crazy? Because these jeans are not yet for sale. How will you be able to wear them?" She disregards her and wears it, but the jeans become too small for the girl who wore it. The manager has seen her jeans when she was going to the washroom and summons her back while calling her. The worker ignores him, and then the store owner arrives and was telling everyone about this jeans and says, "We will sell it tomorrow." The store workers were happy on it. Meanwhile, the girl who stole the jeans moved to the washroom to take it off. The jeans wasn't separating from her body, and it gets tight on her body that her body starts bleeding. After it, her body divides into two parts, and later, the jeans is shown hiding the body parts of the girl. It sucks the blood that was fallen on the floor. The store owner, on the other hand, was telling everyone that they have to stay there tonight to work. "There will be a famous YouTuber in our mall who will do a commercial for our jeans. Then we will start selling these jeans in the morning 8 a.m. The company owner leaves after saying this, and then the workers start their job. Meanwhile, the manager notices the girl didn't return who went to the washroom. He sends his worker to find her who was with that girl before. She moves to the washroom to find her but couldn't, and then finds the hang jeans that was stolen and wore by that girl. She sees the jeans while coming near it, and the jeans has hypnotized her, means the jeans control her. She wears it, and now the jeans was controlling her feet due to it. Her head stuck in a hook and she dies. The manager sends Libby to find the girls when they didn't return. Libby goes to the washroom and sees that girl's dead body who have stolen jeans. The condition of her dead body was worst, and Libby gets scared to see her. She calls the manager there, and the manager wasn't surprised to see her and forbids Libby to tell this to anyone. Then he puts her dead body into the dustbin and hides it in his store. On another side, the jeans come into a box, and when the worker opens the box, the jeans controls him. The worker also wants to wear the jeans, so he moves while taking the jeans to wear it. Libby saw him leaving and she tells the manager. The manager calls him, but the boy ignores him. He opens the zip of the jeans to wear it, but it cuts his thumb and it starts bleeding. Later, the jeans separates his arms. In the end, it separates his head from his body. Now the boy dies, and the jeans sucks the blood from the floor. Then it places the body parts of the boy in a box. When the manager comes to the stockroom to find him, he notices the box. He gets scared to see the box, and then Libby arrives and becomes frightened after seeing all this. She says to the manager, "We should call the police. Why aren't you listening to me? People are dying brutally and you are not even calling the police." The manager says after hearing Libby, "Okay, I will call." But then he cleverly attacks Libby with a plastic because the manager is doing all this for his promotion. He doesn't want to tell this to the police because if the police will discover this, their store will be sealed. His promotion will also not proceed. Now it was 12, and the YouTuber whom they called for jeans commercial also arrives their store. She was a famous YouTuber and gets mad seeing the jeans design and asks for a set of it from the manager. Then she starts her live video and starts telling about the qualities of jeans. but the jeans that was hanging behind holds her neck and ends her. Everyone was considering it funny, but the jeans stands up while seeing them and starts sucking their blood while ending them. The manager who went to bring the jeans for the YouTuber gets scared to see all this when he returns, because the jeans was sucking blood from the floor in front of him. The manager becomes terrified and locks himself in a room, and the wife of the store owner was also there. He tells her there is a jeans outside that is walking and ending people itself. But she says, "What nonsense are you talking?" and then moves outside after saying this. Now the manager checks in the camera and discovers the jeans has ended the wife of the store owner. After that, the jeans are given to a worker, and it is she who introduces Libby to the manager for the first time. An Indian girl was singing, and to her amazement, the jeans began to dance in response to her tune without causing her any harm. Meanwhile, Libby headed to a location where a YouTuber was filming and discovered a camera which revealed that the jeans was responsible for ending the lives of others. Eventually, the jeans had even created a statue out of its own body and adorned it with a bloody ornament on its forehead. Libby showed the footage to the Indian girl, who was also frightened by what she saw. When they attempted to leave, however, they discovered that the doors were locked, and the manager called them to his office. Once there, they watched the video of the jeans dancing and came to understand that the garment contained the soul of an Indian individual. This explained why it hadn't harmed the Indian girl and had instead danced along with her song. The girl asked the jeans who it was and where it had come from. The jeans replied by writing on the wall with a severed hand, revealing its story from the beginning. The group saw a girl named Kirat, who was only 13 years old, collecting cotton in the fields. Suddenly, her scarf got caught in a machine, and she became entangled and dismembered as a result, ultimately passing away. The owner didn't stop the machine and continued the work. The Indian girl asks after hearing the story, "What do you want?" Here we discover the soul in the jeans was of Kirat, and she wants to destroy this company because she wants justice for herself. Now the Indian girl and Libby come out after listening to her. The manager attacked the statue with a spray due to it. The jeans get scared and runs after getting off the statue. Suddenly, the light turns off and the manager ran from there, but they chase the jeans. They find the jeans sucking the blood of the dead bodies, and the manager locks their room and says, "Give me the camera, then I will open this door." They don't want to give him the camera and want justice for Kirat, and they move inside again. The manager has become greedy for his promotion and doesn't care for anyone and ends that Indian girl. He has taken camera from her, but when he checks there was no memory card. That means Libby has the memory card, and he finds out Libby and asks for memory card while holding her neck. She says, "I don't have it," but even then he makes her faint while pressing her neck. Meanwhile, many jeans were coming towards the manager and suck his blood while getting on him. Now only his skeleton was left. The jeans has ended the manager, but it doesn't harm Libby. Libby comes to her senses and meets Kirat's jeans in the hall and tries to make it understand while saying, "Don't do this. Don't end people. Why are you ending innocent people? Those people did not end you." And it was then 8 a.m. on the strike, and people were gathered outside the store. The door opens, but Libby forbids them, and then she falls down when the people push her and dies on the spot. After it, Kirat and the other jeans have ended everyone in the store, but the memory card was still in Libby's hand. Maybe the cops have the memory card? Or will Kirat's soul continue to end people in jeans for its justice? This was the film's terrifying conclusion.